Sorry, sir. It is again asking for upgradation. That's why it disconnected. So where is this? Oh, here. So txt underscore regional language. Always when you give the ID for any XML element, you have to give it in small letters only. If you give it in capital letters or with spaces, it would give a lot of errors in your Android development. So you have to connect the two words txt and reglang with underscore or like that. Don't use hyphen. You have to use underscore only, and everything must be small letters. And inside text there is something written here. Some name is written here. See, in the text, some name is written. So is it visible, sir? That name.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So I am going to that text wherein I want to edit that and remove that. Of course, it is taking some time. Yeah. Now it has gone into text. So I will remove that and say enter. See, that is removed now. Now adjacent to this, I want this text box to be multi-line. So what I'll do is multi-line text I'll take instead of this text. There is already a multi-line text. Sorry. So I will delete this particular item here. Delete it. Then put the multi-line text here in the table row. So this multi-line text, again I'll name it again txt underscore regional language, and I'll say enter. That is the name of that. Adjacent to that, I will put one this one. What is that means? A button. Button will be available in widgets. Image button. Let us say I want to view an image button. So image button. Unda?
Spinner.
Yeah.
Spinner combo box.
Combo box. Not images. All. In all, it may be there. Image button. So this image button, I am putting it here. That means the table row. It's taking some time, no? Yeah. So I want to choose some image for this. What is that image means? I will copy one image called mic, which is there in my folder, and do it that way. Okay. So what I'll do is, I'll go to drawable. I've already downloaded that mic image, the resources. So this one. This I'll copy that and put it into your drawable folder. Drawable folder means actually I have to go back here, I have to close it. Then where is that drawable folder? Here. I'll put or paste in it i1.png. So now I am able to get that i1.png. Now if I take this image button here and copy it below, see this I can choose and then say okay. Now I got an image button here with voice. Got it? Image button. Now once you got
button
that,
double click చేస్తే resources different icons కనిపిస్తాయా?
కనిపిస్తాయి sir. Image button. If you double click on that, it would open the resources that are available, the images.
Okay.
So you can choose that image and put it inside that button. Okay.
Okay.
So below that you put one more button, ordinary button. How to put that? You go to your buttons. This is the button. You drag and drop and put it into table row, next table row. So another button is there. And this button I would like to, okay, this image button, I would like to name it as btn underscore voice, something for giving voice, button voice. Okay. If it is not visible, I will make it bigger for you. See this button. This button ID is btn underscore send WA. What is WA? Because I want to send this to WhatsApp. So I want to change the text on it. So I'll go to the text here. I will select the text in the properties. Yeah. Now I will remove that and simply say send WhatsApp. So now your UI is almost ready. Why I'm doing like this means I'm not concentrating much on the colors and all. You can add colors also to these things, not a problem, but it will take long time for setting because UI itself will take a lot of time. So I'll put one more table row to give some space above. So I'll put that table row just above this. So that we can get some place inside. How you will get means you will go to all text view, this text view empty label. I'll put it in this so that some place you will get it. Okay, above. So now this is that. This is your text box. So what I'll do is I'll take this multi-line text box. You can go to view all properties. Max height something is there. So I'll put it as okay. Max height or max lines is there. That property I will do it. You can search the properties and make it like that. I'll show you once. View all properties. Line spacing. Where is that? Max lines. Minimum lines. Okay. Minimum lines. I'll put 5. So it has become big now. Somewhat convenient, isn't it? Whatever you are giving voice, that will fall into this, and you can send WhatsApp. Okay, this is what is the UI I have developed for this. Now, next thing is I want to make the logic for this. I want to write the logic. Just a minute, sir. I will do that. So what I'll do is now go to the, what happened, sir? Some meeting controls is there. In progress. Sir, you are able to see me? Hello?
Yes, your voice is okay.
Screen of
Screen is coming?
Sanjay,
screen వస్తుందండి మీరు డెవలప్ చేసిన స్క్రీన్ వస్తుంది
వస్తుందా? Okay. So this is coming now. Yeah.
వస్తుంది కంటిన్యూ చేయండి.
Okay, this is UI. So don't worry much about the UI. Now we are going to the logic, voice to regional text activity. Here, as you can see, already some program is available here. That is the basic skeleton program that you have in your voice to regional text activity. Now, how this activity is linked to this XML? Can anybody tell? In this program, one link is there. One link is there, so that you can say that it is linked to that XML file. You got my point?
So package name.
No. I am telling one XML file is there. No, just now we have created this XML. This XML file. This XML file. This XML file is connected to this Java because of what? Set content view. Set content view. Can you tell me what it is? It is a method in Java. It is a method. We are directly writing this method, set content view. In that, what we are doing, r dot layout dot activity voice to regional text. So what is this R here? R means this folder resource. Okay, it is treated as a Java file called R. Dot.
resource.
Inside that there is one folder. What is that folder? Layout. Inside that layout, what is there? One XML file. So you are able to access this XML file inside this activity, that is this Java file, using this method with argument r.layout.activity voice to regional text, isn't it? You are writing this method directly. That means this is coming from where? This method is coming from a super class called app_compat activity. This is the super class. From that class, you are getting this method. That's why you are able to directly write it. Otherwise, you have to write this method below and call it, isn't it? Now, for every activity, there is one compulsory method called onCreate, because unless you create the activity, the other steps are not possible. Like onStart, onStop, onResume, onPause, all these are not possible unless you create the activity. So onCreate is compulsory. And this onCreate is just like a main method in Java. Main method in Java. And you are having inside this argument called bundle saved instance state. This is another class, bundle, coming from android.os.bundle. And in the PPT, I told you that activity is very important. Activity's upgraded version in the latest Android versions is called as app_compat activity. Why it is called app_compat activity means this activity can run on ice cream sandwich. This activity can run on Pi also, or Android 10 also. That means it is compatible. So for that reason, the activity name is changed as app_compat activity. Now app_compat activity means activity only. And the first line what you are writing is public package you are giving, the package name. After that, the required imports. Then public class voice to regional text activity, that is this Java file, extends app_compat activity. What is this extends means? This is inheritance, because Java follows this OOPS concept, object-oriented programming structure. All the methods which are available, or all the variables that are available inside this super class. What is the super class here? App_compat activity. All those methods which are available in app_compat activity are directly available to the subclass. What is the subclass here? Voice to regional text activity. So that's why you are getting these methods here, set content view. So now inside this set content view, how many items are there in this XML file? Just now we have created. What are those items? One is your
Multi-line.
multi-line edit text. What is the name of that? Name of that multi-line edit text. It is nothing but txt_reglan. And what is the name of this image button? Button_btn_voice. Name means ID. So what is this button? btn_send WA. Now we have to access these all three elements in our Java file. So how to get them? So what are all the three things you want? You want import Android dot. These are called widgets. As I said, form elements are called widgets. Widgets dot. Which elements I want? One edit text. Edit text I want. Android dot widget dot edit text. So
Multi-line kuda adena.
yeah,
multi-line kuda adena class.
Multi-line kuda same kada. Edit text with multi-line property is called edit text multi-line. In the properties we'll choose multi-line. Okay, all come under same class, edit text. See, in order, instead of separately importing like this, we can write it like this directly. See, I'll say, I will declare like this. What are the things I want? Edit text. What is the name I want to give in the Java? btn, sorry, what is it? txt, no? txt
underscore
regional. I'll give a
Regional.
difference. Okay, regional. Some different name I'll give because it's a Java name, and that is a XML name. That is XML name.
Okay.
So now I will put a comma here, not comma, semicolon. Then I'll put what more I require?
image
Image button. So naturally it is asking. What it is asking? Alt plus enter.
enter.
So if I click Alt enter, that will be imported directly. See, android.widget.image button. So what I need to give this?
One doubt. Sanjay, one small doubt.
Yes sir.
Once again, edit text to image button మనం ఎందుకు write చేస్తున్నాం? Set content view, whether that method will not take care about these things.
Sir, it takes care to show only that file. But inside that file, the user will do something. That means after that, he would click on the image button to give some voice, and that is converted into the text, and it will fall into the edit text, and that we need to read from here, from this activity. Post operations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how
Good.
we will get those values unless we know the IDs of those things and access them here? We cannot get.
So we can say this is a variable declaration.
It's a variable declaration, sir.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
So
Okay.
why we are declaring just below the class declaration means
Got it.
these things will be available throughout the program.
Right, just we are declaring the variables to use
yes,
inside the method. Inside our set content.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, because to access those things, the contents of them.
Okay.
So image button. So button underscore, what is that? Voice. I would give this as a capital voice. I can give like this, no problem. Then for a difference, I am giving like this from the XML things. And I'll give button. Again, it will ask, do you want to import button? So naturally it is importing widget.button. So what I'll do, btn underscore WhatsApp, send WhatsApp. I'll say send WA for our convenience of readability. Okay, some name you can give. Because this is object oriented, you can create any object with any name from a given class. From a given class. Here edit text is a class, image button is a class, button is a class. So now we have to write the functionality. For writing this functionality, what do we need is, we have to access those elements first here. What those elements? Edit text, image button and button. Access in the onCreate method. Okay. So what we need to do is, you have to say txt underscore regional. See, it is available again as we have typed it above. Equal to, you have to find this element in the XML file. In the XML file. So what is the corresponding element in the XML file?
txt underscore.
It is. What is that?
Underscore.
txt underscore reglang.
Reglang.
So that thing you have to access it here. So for that there is a method called find view by ID. Find view by ID. It takes the argument as, you have to give that. What is that? R dot ID. Because again in the resource, based on ID you are accessing. What is that? txt
underscore
reglang. It is available there. See. And you are giving a semicolon, but still it is giving a error. Why? See, if you put your cursor here, it will show the error. Incompatible types.
Incompatible.
Required is edit text. But you are giving what?
View.
View.
By
That means the return type of this method, find view by ID, is what?
view.
View. So you are not giving edit text. So what you have to do? You have
Type
to
conversion.
typecast it
Convert.
using the particular class. So now your view is converted into edit text. Your XML view is converted into edit text, and that is fed into the Java text. So on Java text box, now you can manipulate, get the text from it, do something like that. In the same way, you access image button, btn underscore voice equal to again what method? Find
View by
view by ID. Here what you have to do? R dot ID dot, what is that name?
btn underscore
btn underscore
voice.
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 That is the name which you have in the XML, if you remember. And again, what typecast you have to give here?
Button.
Image button. It is image button, no? So this is called static polymorphism. You are converting a view into an image button. You are converting a view into an edit text. So static polymorphism, one of the OOPS concepts. There is also dynamic polymorphism. That is because of method overloading and method overriding. So then you have btn underscore send WA. This is another button we want to access from the XML. So how to access that? Again, find view by ID. Then you have to say or dot ID dot btn underscore. What is the other name? Send WhatsApp. It's an ordinary button or image button?
Ordinary.
Ordinary. So what typecast?
Only button.
Only button. So that is how you are able to convert your XML form elements into Java form elements. After this, there is one more precaution that you have to take for this voice-based applications. And that is, see, you have to run multiple threads of your voice. Voice runs as a thread on your Android main screen. Android main screen. So for that, what you have to do is, you have to go to your build version. So you have to write an if condition here. If, what you have to write means build dot version dot, version is there, no? Version dot SDK, sorry, dot SDK int. This SDK int, that means the API level is greater than 9. Is greater than 9. What do you mean by 9? 9 means gingerbread. That means if your phone is above gingerbread, you have to handle the threads in this way. You have to handle the threads in this way. Okay, voice is a thread. So you have to write this one. Strict mode dot thread policy. Then you have to write policy equal to. See, when I say strict mode, when I have written strict mode here, you can observe what is imported there. Android.os.strict mode. Automatically it is imported there. I have not written that. So this is the advantage of this framework. It is based on IntelliJ IDEA, IntelliJ framework. Okay. So equal to new. You have to write strict mode. Otherwise, your voice won't run on your phone. Okay. Strict mode dot thread policy again. Thread policy again dot builder. This is the method. Dot permit all. I will tell you why I am writing this. Permit all dot builder. Permit all dot build. Why? Because when you click on that voice button, another screen will open for you showing a voice mic. You have to give your voice to that mic, and it will capture your voice, convert it into text, and put it again on the main activity screen. So for that, you need to implement this thread. One more line you need to write. That is strict mode dot set thread policy, the above declared policy, because I have given the object as policy. So if you write these two lines, your voice will be taken care by this lines if condition. Got it? And one more thing, you need not save your entire project every now and then. Always, once you write something, it will be saved. Again, you edit, it will be saved. So that is one advantage you have. After that, I think all of you are understanding this to some extent. Whether I am clear or not, I have to
Yeah.
inform.
Yeah, to
Okay.
some extent. So,
Yeah. Why? Because another screen will pop up on your current activity screen. On that screen, you will give the voice. That will be converted there itself, and that text will be again falling into your text box. So for that reason, we have to apply this thread policy on the main activity screen. So for that, I have given this. Okay. Now we have to give our business logic here. This is very important. Business logic part. This only will decide your taking of voice and converting it into text. For that, what you need to do is you take that above button, btn underscore voice. So what should be the method that you want to implement on that? It should be set on click
Press and
listener.
hold.
Set on click listener. Some listener should be there. Why listener? Because when you click
To
on
capture the voice.
to capture your voice, what you are doing, you are clicking on the button. You're clicking on the button. So which event?
Yes.
Set on click listener. So in this set on click listener method, you have to implement an interface called new on click listener. On click listener. See, simply I have selected that on click listener. It has given its complete structure of the interface. What is the structure? New view dot on click listener. Inside that @override public void on click view. What do you mean by this @override here? Whatever you write inside this on click procedure, which is an abstract method here, because you're not having any program, we can write a program and change its behavior. So that is called runtime polymorphism, isn't it? It will override
Method overriding.
method overriding. It will override the superclass on click. What is the superclass here? On click listener. On that, there is on click is already there. But if you write something here, the original on click will be overridden. Got it? So this is called a runtime.
Voice clear.
Voice clear లేదా?
Okay, bro.
So Sanjay, repeat once again this on click listener.
Yeah. So we want to make our button respond to our click event. So what we have to do, we have to write an interface called on click listener. This on click listener has an empty method, which is an abstract method, and that abstract method is on click. So when you write something, abstract method means what? Nothing will be written in the method. The method will have empty lines. No lines are there. You can see here. It's empty. Now we have to write something here to override its empty behavior. As we like. As we like, we can change the behavior. So that is called polymorphism, method overriding. You're getting my voice? You're getting my voice? Hello?
Okay.
Okay, got it? So now in this on click, I have to write something so that I can capture my voice and convert it into text. So this is where I have to control my activity. So what I should use here, which class? I should use the intent. Got it? Intent controls
Okay.
activity. So alt enter. Intent controls activity. So when I say alt enter, the intent is imported above. You can see where it is. Android.content.intent. So now this intent, again I will make an object of it. Intent is equal to new intent. I have to write because there is a constructor of the intent. In this, I want to give the voice recognition. And for that, I need another class called recognizer intent. This will recognize my voice. Dot action recognize speech. Action recognize speech. So now you got it. So this is that. Are you able to? Yes, sir. Any help? Or shall I continue? Hello?
Continue.
Okay. Hello?
Continue, sir.
Yeah. Now I am defining an intent which can recognize my speech. How it will recognize? Using another class called recognizer intent. And this recognizer intent is coming from android.speech. You see the package, android.speech. This android.speech is a very useful package wherever, because generally on mobile devices, if you want to type something, it is very irritating. Rather, if you give some speech, if it is converted into text, you can simply send it in any language. So that's where it is very useful. So now the object for this intent is this one, small intent. So in this intent, as I said, it will carry some data also. Intent can carry data. How? Intent dot, there is a method called put extra. In this put extra, I will put some arguments, 2 arguments. So what are those arguments means? You have to put again the recognizer intent dot, you have to give extra language model, comma, and you have to give recognizer intent dot language model free form. Recognizer intent dot language model free form. Now, why this free form? Because if you suppose give a voice to your mobile app, your accent may be different, my accent may be different, and the language model may be different. You may be giving in your language, maybe Hindi, Somebody else may give in Tamil. So language model should be free form. So that attribute you have to select it in the data.
Okay.
And another thing is you have to put one more data in the intent. That is intent dot put extra of recognizer intent dot extra language. See, you are getting an option called extra language, comma. Here you specify the language. Suppose I want to give the voice to be typed in Hindi, let us say. I can give hi hyphen in. See, if you want in Telugu, what you have to write? You have to give T. T means Telugu. TA means, the following, no? TA means
Tamil.
Tamil. KA means Kannada. ML means Malayalam, like that. Suppose I want to go for Hindi right now. Later I will change it to Telugu. Okay. So this is Hindi. Now I have put the intent as Hindi for the recognizer intent. So whatever I speak in that language, it will fall in Hindi language. Hindi language. So the next thing what I have to do is, I have to try this intent. So I have to put it in a try catch block. And the catch block should be followed by try. If you are aware with the Java fundamentals, there should be always a catch for the try. And what should you give here is you have to try for the activity not found exception. Activity not found exception. You make it as some A. And you go to the try. In the try, you start your activity with this intent. Start your activity for this result with this intent. So how to do that means, start activity for result. For result of what? Of your intent. Of your intent, comma. You can put a simple